So they were pounding last night. They've been doing it more and more upstairs, where they'll just they'll pound on the floor, or they'll rummage around and drop things, or they'll drag something across the floor. So they were doing that on and off yesterday, and then last night, on and off, and then they stopped for a while, and just as I was falling asleep, massive pound, and woke me back up. Just pound on our ceiling, on my ceiling, which is their floor. Woke me right up. And I wasn't able to get back to sleep again. So yeah, they've started that shit again. Of course they have. It's meant not only to show the targets that are still there surrounding you like rats and vermin, but also to prevent you from being able to have the basic necessities of life, like proper sleep. Okay? It wears you down. It psychologically and even physically, it destroys you. Anyway, yeah, that's what happened. I'm exhausted. So, and in other news, I just heard that the conservatives are going to declassify, they're going to, they've decided that swastikas, like the swastika symbols, and the noose symbols, right, like the hangman noose, whatever, they've decided that no longer constitutes hate speech. And their reasons, you're not going to guess their reasons, right? We can no longer call those things hate speech because calling them hate speech is hate speech and divisive. But apparently using those symbols isn't. That's the twisted, perverse reversal. I call that an antichrist reversal. It reverses everything. And in this case, I mean, it's the conservatives doing that, of course, because they're false Christian nationalists. It's the false church, is what it is. That Jesus didn't say to do any of this. But it didn't come from Trump. It came from one of his pathetic, barbarian, savage, idiotic, goddamn mouthpieces. I'm not sure what he thinks on the matter, but I wouldn't suspect that he has a problem with this new decree. This is a racist regime. Yeah, I mean, this is a white supremacist, neo-Nazi regime, unfortunately. And the irony is that people who are in groups that would have been persecuted by the actual Nazis back in Germany, right? A lot of them supported this regime because they thought it would only be other people who were harmed. They didn't think that the hatred would come around to attack them, right? It would never be directed at them, right? Well, they're about to get what they voted for, and they're not going to like it. And honestly, at this point, I'm so exhausted. My empathy is wearing to the ground. If they voted for this sick shit, they deserve whatever the fuck they get.